sa katulong sa pagmulan ng mahal nating bansa. Hatid ko'y taus-pusong serbisyo sa manggagawang Pilipino. Malugod kong iyaan ay aking talino at husay upang misyon mo ay matamo. Serbisyo may pagmamalaki sa mundo. SSS, Social Security System. Ako'y maglilingkod sa'yo ng buong puso. Kapag may kaibigan, kabalikat sa pagbabago, kabalikat magpakailanman. Kabalikat magpakailanman.
May I call on PCEO Emmanuel Dooc for his opening statement.
Tagalog ba ito? English?
Kompleto po sir, may ABS, may CNN, may TV5.
Actually, a pleasant good afternoon to everyone. Actually, we have prepared our opening statements, but we'll just distribute them to you. No, I will just speak from our heart. I recall, no, then President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, when the Social Security law was signed by him after it was approved by the U.S. Congress in 1935, he said, even if U.S. Congress had not done anything, nor will do anything after this law was passed, just this single piece of legislation is enough to make this Congress historic. Ganyan po ang kahalagahan ng Social Security Law. Kaya ito pong Social Security ay ginaya natin, no? Hindi naman masama ang manggaya. We adopted it so that when President Manuel Rojas was, I think, inaugurated, he talked about Social Security as a centerpiece of his agenda in government. Pero sa kasamaang palad, ito po ay hindi natapos sapagkat namatay siya habang nagpapalumpati sa Clark. Kaya ako po hindi nagsasalita sa Clark. No? But this vision to set up a Social Security was continued by his predecessors. Kaya naipasa po ang batas September 1 at nilagdaan na ng Pangulo September 1, 1954. Pero hindi po ito na-implement sapagkat maraming sektor ang kumokontra, no? Isa na po yung mga employers, yung iba mga empleyado rin, sapagkat akala nila pabigat ang magbigay ng contribution sa SSS. Kaya finally it was implemented September 1, 1957. Kaya ngayon po, ipinagdiriwang natin, bagamat nabalam tayo ng 5 araw, tuwing Setyembre 1 ang anibersaryo ng SSS. Kaya kayo po ay aming malugod na tinatanggap ngayong hapon upang makipagdiwang, makipagsaya sa amin. Mamaya po andito ang ating mahal na Pangulo. Sabi nga po doon sa kanpa kanina, katulad na may isang ilog na patuloy na dumadaloy. You are like a river that continues to flow through time. You are now 60 years old. Kumbaga sa miyembro natin, sila ay pwede nang magretiro. Pero kami po sa SSS ay hindi namin gagawin yan. Sapagkat kami ay andito para magserbisyo. Maraming papalit sa amin, kaming mga commissioners sa SSS. We come and go, but SSS will remain forever to be at your service. So makaasa po kayo sa mga darating pang panahon, kami, 10 ng aking mga kasamahan, mga magigiting na mga commissioners, higit lalo ang aming butihing chairman, ay nakalaang maglingkod sa inyo ng tapat at ng mahusay. So, dyan po muna ako tatapusin ang aking paunang pananalita para pagbigyan daan ang aking ginagalang na dekano, si Atty. Amado Valdez, ang aming pinagpipitagan ng chairman.
Thank you, President Dooc. And now, for his opening statement, Chairman Dean Amado Valdez.
Palakpakan naman dyan. Alam nyo na ang totoo niyan, hindi pa ako nagsasalita. Alam na ng mga kaibigan natin yung sasabihin ko. But I'm happy you are here and share this moment. Yung birth kasi ng SSS is the birth of enlightened love. Kasi that love is very far-reaching. Pag nag-contribute ka ngayon, you will feel the love when you retire. Kaya it's far-reaching. So between that fruition of that love and the time that we start contributing, yung love na yun comes from the employees of the SSS. In the officials of the SSS, nandito sila ngayon. Yung SVP namin sa international, si Miss C, marami kaming problema sa controllership dahil napakaigpit po nito. Si Miss LB, si Sari. And I'm happy, yung higpit niya is the benchmark of how we try to husband and pag-ingatan itong fiduciary obligation ho natin as officials of the SSS. Ito naman si Mr. Layson, he has done a critical job with SSS, pero hanggang ngayon, maski marami ng technology nagawa, hindi pa rin ho tayo satisfied. He can go home at night satisfied because he has done his work for the day. But when we speak of vision, yun hong aspiration ng SSS, that upon the push of your finger, makikita mo na, bayad na ba ako sa SSS ngayong buwan na ito? Yun ho ang aming objective. Isang pindot lang ho sa website, lalabas na bayad ka na. Isang pindot sa website, malalaman mo, your employer is not paying. Why? Because yung up-to-date payment, yun ang gustuhan mangyari. Because we are thinking of pre-approved loans, for example, na hindi ka na mag-a-apply, you have complied, 6 months, bayad ka, you have an ID, i-swap mo lang, i-swipe mo lang, you get from the bank your loans. Eh yun ho ang ini-insist ni Madam Atty Kitain because she used to be a worker herself in the SSS. At alam niya yung sentiment ho ng mga kababayan natin. So yung 60 years ho, we have reached this point where it's no longer just a dream. It's already a reality that a person, when he retires, 65, wala na siyang problema. Halimbawa, magigising siya ng morning, he wants to travel, may pension siya. Without thinking about tomorrow. And this applies to everybody, lalo na sa members of the press. Kasi wala namang end ang trabaho ng members of the press. Because the things that you have to report, the things that you have criticized, it will always be there. The perfection of a journalist is when he can still criticize. That is the calling of the journalist. Kaya mga journalists na sa profession, artists, nagbigay ho kami ng isang corner dyan for them to hold office para ma-monitor ho nila. So if you can organize ho itong mga journalists or radio, lahat ng media, sabihin lang nyo sa amin, we could have an office for you, waiting for you just to be able to monitor and apply yung tinatawag nating SSS benefits. Ganun ho ang ating para hong Marines for the next 60 years. The spirit that we want to nurture is the spirit of the Marine. Walang maiiwanan. No single Filipino, when he becomes old, iiwanan siya ng society. And this is an advocacy. Kami, we are just here, but we are trying to lay the foundation of that culture pagdating ng panahon. No Filipino will be no old man or no pensioner. Kasi ang old man ho it's changing, di ba Ariel? Yung old man ngayon is 90 years old na eh. Yun ng 90 years old, yung 80 years old, it's just the beginning of his adolescence.
Love life. Love life.
Hindi ba? Love life.
Love life.
Hindi ba? Hindi siya tumatanda. He was my student. Still as beautiful as before. So yun ho ang aming advocacy, and you are part of this 60 years anniversary. And you are part of the dream for another 60 years. More than us. Kayo ang media. Kayo ang bearer of message. Kaya we love the media. You are part of our message. You are brothers and sisters of the SSS. You are SSS. Thank you. You are SSS. Kaya maraming salamat ho. You are here. We hope that you will hear the President also, how he will try to siguro, I don't know if he will praise us, he will scold us. Lahat ho na ho. Murahin kami. It's okay, we're prepared for that as long as his presence here. That presence alone will inspire us. Will inspire these people. Will inspire our Commissioner Gonzalo Dooc, who is the brother also, the mentor of the chairman of this GSIS. Part of our celebration was to invite our colleagues. Inimbitan ho namin si Chairman Dooc para some exchange of ideas with best practices. Because we want, whether we are best or not, but we want to be better. We want to achieve perfection. Maski man lang sa aspiration, we want to be perfect. We cannot be perfect siguro, but if we ask for the stars, we will reach the moon. And this is the next 60 years. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Chairman. We would like to acknowledge po two of our commissioners, the Social Security Commission. Binanggit na rin po sila ni Chair Amado Valdez, Commissioner Annie KITV.PHILIPPINES, she's representing the labor sector po, and Commissioner Gonzalo Dooc. I'd like to introduce lang po. Sir, acknowledge lang po natin who are the media people present here today. Just a quick rundown po. We have Dale De Vera and Lito Cunanan, Maricel Halili from TV5, Glee Halea from Manila Times, si Angela Celis from Malaya, Kurt Clintan, Anselmo Aguilar, Diosdado Aquino, Nomar Ramores from ABS-CBN, G. Marcelo, L. Ascanio, M. Vargas, GMA and DCBB, Trisha Terade, Mr. Apostol, Mr. Rollo from CNN, Jean Pasco of ABS-CBN, Roberto, from DCBB and GMA, and we also have people from UNTV, Rosalie, Conrad, and Fabian. Eden Santos, Romel Lumbao, Mr. Antonio, Miss Fecalkin from Net25, Ben De Vera from PDI, Bernard Mimosa from DZRJ, Mr. Paglinawan from DZRB, Lori Joy Diaz from Radyo Pilipinas, Juvie De Guzman, Victor Salonga from DWBL, Chino Leco from Manila Bulletin, Marieta Robles from LBPI, Rhea Ku from Business Mirror, Mr. Padawan from News TV5, Tito Jimmy Hill from DZWB GMA7, Fred Gabot from Philippine Today USA, Pia Gutierrez, Carlo Dionisio, and Lito Alaban from ABS-CBN. Mr. Kit from KITV.PHILIPPINES, Mr. John Paulo Bencio from MST, Francis Anunuevo from UNTV, Catherine Talavera from Philstar, Anthony Lahik from GMA7, and Carlo and Eleonora from KTV.PHILIPPINES. Yan. We would like to acknowledge the presence po of one of our commissioners representing the employers group, Commissioner Pompey Lavigne. We'll start the open forum now. Please, yung pong microphone natin nasa gitna. Ayan. Mr. Jimmy Hill will start the open forum. Ito po. Mr. Jimmy Hill from DZWBGMA7. Sir,
Kabila, Jim.
kasi matatakpan ni Sir yung camera. Ayan. Naka-live po tayo sa DZMM. Chair, PCO, Commissioners, naka-live po tayo sa DZMM. We also are live on our Facebook, SSS page po. Mr. Jimmy Hill.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Dean Amado Valdez, what aroused my interest was you mentioned something like the use of Dooc technology in acknowledging whether my employer is paying, collecting from me and paying the rest. When can you realize that? Do you have a time frame for that?
Alam niyo, nagbigay ako ng deadline ka GB. Sabi ko, we assume 6 months. But unfortunately, when I look into the problem, one problem, for example, is some collection agencies, mga banks. They do not remit it immediately to us. Kino-float nila for 1 month, halimbawa. For 15 days, 1 month. So it does not, pag hindi pa natin nare-receive, siyempre hindi nag-appear doon sa account ng member. So that is one big problem that we want to solve. Yung posting. Because even if it's already paid, bayad na ho. Actually, bayad na yung employer, to no fault of the employer. Pag nag-remit na sila sa mga collection agencies, hindi nila i-remit agad. So that is one area that we want to solve. Ang isang problema dito, meron kasing system na sinasabi ni Joel na form that they have to follow, hindi na sinusunod. Kaya we form a task force on this real-time posting. Titignan namin kung paano namin masusolve. Mahal siguro hindi 100% ka, Jimmy. But at least man lang kung 70% pwede namin sabihin may substantial compliance.
Hindi mo ba sila pwede bigyan ng time frame? Let's say 15 days upon, let's say upon
Actually, sa contract yata is 15 days. But ang gusto nating real time na ngayon is siguro following day. So pag binayad yung employer, the following day, kailangan naka-post na. So it's a challenge. Kaya yung mga officers natin dyan is siguro paano ba ang gagawin yun? Yun yung pinag-aaralan namin. Pero tama ko kayo dyan, kailangan yung 15 days, we want it to be 1 day.
Para makautang agad kami.
Jimmy, hindi mo na kailangan yung ka-Jimmy.
Mr. Ariel Ayala po.
Ariel, si Ariel. Kitsuriano.
Good afternoon po. My question is about sa contribution. Right now, maximum yata is 16,000. If I will be a father at age 55, nag-retiro ako, kawawa ang aking anak. Ang budget ko sa kanya, pregnancy, foreshadow of what I used to earn. Ang tanong ko po, pwede bang itaas? Napakarami pong sinusunod ng 50,000, 100,000. And yet we are not allowed para magdagdag ng contribution sa SSS.
Si President ho yung sasagot niya.
Salamat po sa inyong katanungan. In fact, we have received similar questions. Although, marami rin naman ang naririnig natin na medyo umaangal kapag naririnig na tataasan ang contribution. Yung po inyong katanungan kasi, tataasan yung, kailangan taasan yung maximum salary credit. Nasa ilalim ng ating Social Security Law ngayon, ay umaabot lamang sa maximum ng 16,000. So yun po ang aming limitasyon sa SSS. Dahil maraming nagtatrabaho sa pribadong kumpanya o maging self-employed, kahit na yung mga OFWs, lalo yung mga seafarers, ang sahod po niyan ay higit o labis sa maximum na nakatakda sa batas na 16,000. Kaya ang nakukuhang benepisyo ay limitado rin dahil maliit naman yung kontribusyon at yung maximum salary credit na nakadeklara. Kaya ayan po, hindi namin mababago, wala kaming puder ang aming komisyon. Bagamat sila ay siguro ang aming collective desire is to really increase it para madagdagan yung tatanggaping benepisyo. Kailangan po niyan amyendahan yung ating batas. At kaya po ngayon, isinusulong namin ang amendments ng Social Security Law. Pag yan po ay naisakatuparan, ang kapangyarihan po na magtakda ng salary cap ay maaari na naming taasan. In fact, we already have a proposal na isinumiti namin sa mahal na Pangulo na dahil wala pang batas, ay kung pwede, siya na ang magtaas niyan by way of issuing an executive order. No? Pero nakasalang na po yung bill, malapit na pong maisabatas yan. At kung yan ay mangyayari, umasa kayo na titingnan namin agad ang inyong naipaabot na concern sa amin. Pero kahit po wala pa yung batas na yan, meron na po tayong paraan yung mga may kakayahan na magdagdag o magbayad ng mas mataas na kontribusyon sa pamamagitan ng paglalagak ng kanilang savings sa aming peso fund. Ito po ay ginawa namin, bagong programa ito, na talagang nakalaan sa mga miyembro namin na may kakayahang magbigay ng mas mataas na kontribusyon. Gagawin po ninyo, magpapa-enroll kayo sa peso fund at huhulugan ninyo, parang naghuhulog din kayo ng ordinaryong kontribusyon at yan ay maka-credit sa inyong peso fund account. At kung kayo ay magre-retiro na o kakailanganin ninyo yung pera, yan po ay inyong makukuha. Salamat po. Sana natugunan ko ang inyong katanungan.
Yung pong peso fund, pagkakaalam ko, tinax yan yung nakaraang BIR commissioner, yung peso fund. So, how can this be the same as my contribution? Peso per peso. Benefit.
Alam nyo, binanggit nyo yung nakaraang commissioner ng BIR, malamang si Kim Enares, ano po. Pero ayon sa aking mga kasama, ay hindi tax exempt daw po yung produktong yun. Tax exempt. Sapagkat sa ilalim ng batas, ang anumang kontribusyon at ang anumang benepisyo na tatanggapin, ibabayad o ibibigay ng SSS related to their contribution and investment will be tax-free. Although ngayon po, yan ay pinag-uusapan sa Kongreso.
Salamat po, President. Thank you, Ariel. Ms. Juby from DWBN. Thank you sa opportunity po makapagtanong. What if member po dati ng OFW, pero po ang dineclare lang ay volunteer? Ano po ba yung pwedeng gawin doon? Una-una, ang tagal na hong tumigil. Meron na hong 12 years na hindi nakapaghulog. Makakasurvive po ba yung paghulog noon? Kasi may nag-advise po na kailangan daw bayaran yung mga kakulangan. Yun po ba ang dapat gawin? O may bago kayong proseso bilang dahil po sa bagong pamumuno, baka meron po kayong mas update dun sa ganong kakulangan ng isang miyembro na kaya po ng OFW?
Salamat po sa inyong katanungan. Yung pong pagbabayad ng kontribusyon ay nahahati sa dalawang bahagi. Una, kung kayo ay formally employed, no? Obligasyon po ng employer at ng employee na magbayad ng kontribusyon. Kaya kung may mga buwan na nakaligtaan niya o hindi siya nakapagbayad, obligasyon po ng dalawa, both the employer and the employee, ayon sa kanilang sharing na 2/3 and 1/3 of the 11% rate, na punuan yung mga nakalipas na hindi nabayaran. Ngayon, kung nasabi nyo na voluntary member na yung katulong, no? Yung voluntary member po, hindi pwedeng magbalik bayad. Hindi po pwede. Opo. Kung huminto siya, pag nagbayad sa ulit, dahil nakakuha na naman siya ng bagong pagkakakitaan o hanap buhay, magsisimula lang uli yung pagbayad niya doon sa panahon na employed na siya, na i-report na balik trabaho na siya. Pero yung kung issue na katulong ay voluntary, Ngayon po yan ay compulsory na talaga. Hindi, yung tanong niya katulong ay house help.
OFW po.
OFW. Ay, yung OFW po, voluntary member. Although sa ngayon po, may panukala na gawing compulsory member na ang OFW.
Kasi po, Mr. President,
Pero yung OFW po, maaaring magbayad ng advance o balikan niya, pero sa limitadong panahon lang, within the year.
Hindi po, nagkataon po na yung
Pero
OFW.
kung labis na po sa nakapakdang panahon o period, hindi na pwedeng balikan pa yung buwan na mahaba ng hindi nabayaran.
Gusto ko lang po i-clarify, Mr. President, yung po OFW ay iba-iba po ang employer. And unfortunately, hindi po sila nakakapaghulog yung employer nila. So gusto po nila, kaya po nag-apply ng ng volunteer dahil nga po, wala pong natanggap na hulog mula dun sa dating ng employer.
Yan pong problemang nabanggit nyo ay kasalukuyang tinatalakay sa committee ni Senador Gordon. Sapagkat kinikilala po namin na hindi karaniwan ang sitwasyon ng OFW. Unang-una, hindi namin nasasaklaw ang employer dahil foreign employer po ito. Mahirap ipatupad o pilitin silang magbayad, di ba? Pangalawa, nabanggit nyo nga, maaaring pabago-bago ng employers at yan ay magdudulot ng kaguluhan sa bahagi ng nag-a-administer ng membership. So, pero yan po ay pinag-uusapang mabuti ng mga sektor na involved katulad ng DOEA, Department of Labor, SSS, pati na po yung committee ni Senador Gordon. At yan po, inaasahan namin na maaabot namin ang sitwasyon na iyang mga concerns nyo ay ating mabibigyan ng solusyon.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Welcome po.
Mr. Keith from KITV.PHILIPPINES.
Maraming salamat. Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat, mga board members po kayo ng SSS at commissioner pala, sorry. Salamat Chairman Dean Amado Valdez. Binigyan mo ng imprimatur kami na kilatisin kayo. May dalawa ko katanungan. Ang una ko katanungan, itong mga employer, madalas mangyayari ito na hindi nakapag-relate. Pero yung mga empleyado nila, bago sumayag sa palad nila kanilang sweldo, kaltas na. Now, since batas ito na nag-authorize ng mga employer, ang aktong yon ng employer ay akto na rin dapat ng SSS. So dapat kahit na hindi nag-remit yung kanilang mga empleyado o ang kanilang employer, ang benepisyo na nakukuha nila ng empleyado. Ano po ang tugon nila issue nila?
Alam mo yung pagbabayad kasi regularly, merong kakambal kasi yan eh. Ang kakambal niyan yung tinatawag na investment fund. Kung bakit naman merong investment fund, dahil many years from now, meron kang obligasyon na ibibigay doon sa nagbayad. At yung obligasyon na yun will be 16 times doon sa binayad. So yung 16 times na yun, kailangan mabawi mo yan sa pamamagitan ng investment. So yung kinaltasan, hindi nirimit ng employer. Ang ibig sabihin nun, hindi mo mapapalaki yung pera, in-invest. Kaya yung batas, sinasabi na kung meron kang delinquency, hindi mo binayad yung meron kang 3% amount, yung employer yung nagkulang sa pag-remit na penalty. Okay? So, ang dami ng sitwasyon ngayon na halimbawa piso yung utang ng employer, yung babayaran ng penalty ay 100. And that's a big problem dahil kung minsan yung employer naman, ang may kasalanan daw yung kanyang treasurer, yung bookkeeper, hindi binabayad, walang kasalanan daw yung employer. So yun ang dilemma natin ngayon. Paano mo babalansin ngayon? The fact na kailangan magbayad ng penalty, and the same time na meron naman siyang excuse. Eh yung batas, walang excuse. Kailangan magbayad ka dahil yung 3% na yun yung ipapatong para lumaki yung investment.
Ganun punto ko, Mr. Chairman, yung employee na nagbayad pero hindi nirelate ng employer, kaya pag nangangailangan siya ng kanyang benepisyo, hindi niya ma-avail.
Precisely yun ang sinasabi ko, yung nakasalanan ng employer, ay employee naman, hindi naka-record dun sa atin sa SSS na bayad siya. So how can we pay something na hindi naman nabayaran?
Ang isang punto ko lang doon.
Kaya kaya nga importante ho yung tinatawag kong real-time posting para sa ganon, yung employee malaman niya agad na hindi pala siya binabayaran ng employer, hindi na umabot sa sitwasyon na yun.
Kailangan mahabol.
Okay. Meron pang...
Sige po.
Pero pag siningin ho natin yan, sisigilin natin yung employer. Eventually, babayaran mo ng employer, pero makukulong din siya.
Okay, sa pangalawa kong tanong, mabuti, binanggit mo yung chairman, no? Marine style yan, walang iwanan, walang may iwan. Ngayon, marami pong mga surviving o survivor spouse na kumbaga hindi binibigay sa kanila yung pension dahil ayon sa batas, kapag ang survivor spouse ay nag-asawa muli, maalis ang kanyang pension. Maraming kaso po, hindi nag-asawa common law relationship. Ang marriage ay may legal definition. And obviously, hindi kasama doon yung common law relationship. Ngayon, yung board, hindi kayo yung dating board, ang polisiyan na doon, mauliligan lang nila. Pag may nag-report kan sa SSS, kung nagpipension na, antimano kina-cut off na nila. Ano po ba ang magandang gawin ninyo dyan?
Hindi lang yan, hindi lang yan yung problema Kung minsan nag-asawa, nasa record yung pag-asawa niya, tapos naghiwalay. Tapos nagtrabaho siya, nag-asawa siya ulit. And then kasama ang father, namatay siya. Ang nakalagay ito sa record namin yung pangalawang asawa Okay? So doon namin sana ibibigay. Kaso nag-iimbestiga rin yung SSS. Nalaman namin na meron pa ng first wife. So ano yung problema ngayon? Meron kaming dinisisyonan. Actually, sa batas, ito yung first wife dapat. Pero nung pipirmahan ko na kasamang case, naaalala kita Kung mangyari kay Kit ito, kanino ko ibibigay? Yung first wife o yung third wife? Or fourth wife?
Yung Kit mo ibibigay.
Kaibigan tayo, kaya binibiro kita. What we decided there is the second wife.
The latest.
Ngayon,
The latest wife.
kasi social protection law ito Bakit mo ibibigay sa first wife na hindi mo na alam kung nasaan siya, baka nag-asawa na ng 2 beses o 3 beses, hindi hahanapin pa ba ng SSS? Although sa record nakita ng SSS na may asawa siya. Pero sabi ko, ibigay na natin yon, responsibility ng commission to grant it. Palagi ko hindi na babalik yun. Kung babalik yun, lalabas yan. Tunayan niya, ikaw ba ang nagsaing, ikaw ba ang naglaba, ikaw ba ang nagasikaso sa tao ito. What will be the justice there? Kung yung hindi nagsaing, hindi naglaba, hindi nagpasaya paggabi doon sa kanyang asawa, doon mo ibibigay yung pension. Sensor yun. Di ba? So if you were kung ikaw ang palagay ko hindi lang magiging decision. Ganito, yun ang mga problema yan. Magkakaroon kami ng workshop yun na sinasabi ko sa kanila.
Disikit yan.
May mga sitwasyon
Dito ka muna.
na lumarating iayos na natin lahat yan, ilagay na natin sa isang 2 o 3 volume ng libro, may index yan, tapos pag may problema yan, titignan lang nila Commission Resolution number 1, pwede na yung second one, Commission Resolution number 3, pwede na yung huwag naman siguro same-sex, ano? Gano'n lang siya. Napakarami yung problema dito. Oh, actually, hindi problema matatawag kasi nga, pagpapaaral naman natin mayan.
Maraming salamat po sa inyo lahat. Pero meron lang akong hindi hinihingi mong kahit. Sana humirit kayo ng wisdom kay Pangulo tungkol sa bagay ng mga.
Hello po, Sir Keith. We'd like to acknowledge po the presence of our Commissioner, Pardo-Aguilar. She represents the employer sector. And also Mr. Commissioner Regino. He's representing po the general public, the public sector. Mr. Chino Leco from Manila Bulletin.
Is it sustainable?
Salamat sa inyong katanungan. Nagkaroon lang ng mga concern ang publiko, maging ang mga miyembro ng media sa financial na posisyon ng aming ahensya. Dahil sa nagdagdag kami ng benepisyo na 1,000 per month magmula ng simula nitong taong ito. At ang karagdagang benepisyo ay nangangahulugan ng additional na 2.5 billion pesos more or less na kabawasan sa aming pondo buwan-buwan. Kaya ngayong magmula nang magbigay kami ng pension hike, ang kabuuan monthly benefit na ibinabayad ng aming ahensya sa aming mga kasapi ay over 14 billion pesos. Pero ito naman ang aking kasagutan sa mga nababahala. No? Totoo na lumaki ang gastusin, pero lumaki rin naman ang aming koleksyon. No? Ang aming pinagkakaabalahan ay masiguro na ang aming koleksyon ay nakakatapak sa gastusin na aming ibinabayad. Yung sources ng aming pondo ay galing sa contribution na may malaking bahagi. Pangalawa, galing sa investment income. No? Kung titingnan nyo ang aming resulta ngayong taon na aking ibabahagi sa inyo, yan ay nasa opening statement which we have distributed earlier on. Ang contribution collection namin ay tumaas ng almost 10%, no? Compared to similar period last year.
What period is that?
Ibig sabihin, mahigit na 1 billion buwan-buwan ang karagdagang na kolekta namin itong taon ito on the average. Nakapag-kolekta kami ng highest na collection na over 14 billion a month. No? Na kung noong mga nakaraang taon ay ating ihahambing niya, ay ang average ng last year anywhere from 11 to 12 billion, no, a month. So nakikita nyo na may progreso at may kahinatnan yung mga porsigido namin pag-iibayo sa pangungulekta na nangyari dahil sa Operation Tukhang, sa aming mapping, sa pagkikipag-ugnayan at pagpasok sa mga MOA with professional groups, kahit na sa inyo, sa hanay nyo, sa hanay ng mga artista, at marami pang mga bagong inisyatibo na aming inilunsad. Ngayon, ang aming investment income ay tumaas ng 12.27%, no? Nakalikom na kami ng 18.35 billion, no? As of June 2017, as compared to 16.09 billion. 16 billion. So, tumaas kami ng 12.27% over last year. So, sa ngayon, almost yung revenue growth namin na binubuo ng contribution at investment income ay tumaas ng mahigit na 10 bahagdan or 10%. Yung expenditures, I don't have the number with me, pero mas maliit na reduce. Kasi from the beginning of this year, when we formulated our budget, the Commission had instructed management to reduce the operating expenses. Anyway, I have the numbers with me now. The expenditures, we have paid out a total of, actually, we incurred a total of 90 billion. Divided between benefit payments of 86 billion and operating expense of only 4.3 billion. Alam niyo sa batas namin nakatakda na we are allowed to spend our revenues. At pwede pang dagdagan ng 3% for a total of 15%. Ngayon, if you will compute yung aming 4 billion expenses over a revenue of 96 billion, napakababang porsyento niya.
So sir, enough na yun.
4 over 96. So we have a very favorable operating cost. No?
So, very comfortable yung financial strategy na.
Ang masasabi ko lang, kaya naming harapin yung additional benefit. In fact, hindi pa kami nag-i-impose ng additional contribution. Pero hindi kami pumapalya sa pagbabayan ng benepisyo.
So you will not ask any funding from the national government?
Wala sa aming kaisipan na humingi sa national government. Bigyan lang kami ng power para madagdagan namin ang kontribusyon, maitaas ang salary credit. Sa palagay ko yan ay sapat na upang matugunan pa namin kahit na yung karagdagang benepisyo pa na naipangako ng ating mahal na Pangulo.
Sir, investment income of 12%, is that enough? Are you happy with that number, or you plan with
The adjustment of
investment income at 12%? Is that
hindi. We definitely would like to seek higher return. No? That's why our investment group, particularly our investment oversight committee headed by Commissioner Gabriel Viña here. Pompi la
So what's your do you plan to go
Susan,
Well, that's part of our plans. But we'll be very prudent when we go into non-traditional investments. No, I will yield to our chairman.
Yung investment trust natin, we are changing drastically yung parameters. We are aggressively pursuing yung development ng mga real properties natin. So we are not that big leap na yung mga properties natin dito matagal na hindi nakagalaw. Gagalawin na natin ngayon. And we are just trying to come up with the numbers kung ilan ang may contribute itong joint development namin ng mga properties. But more than that, and I want to consult you,
Sinabi ko sa kanila.
One example halimbawa ng isang investment would be, for example, we say, we build this airport. Sabi natin kay Presidente, whether there is this tax reform or not, may pera ang SSS at GSIS para gawin itong airport na ito. But we want that there will be a payment from the national government na kasama sa budget na at least bibigyan kami ng guarantee of 12 to 15% on a yearly basis. So, win-win ang government kasi hindi na maghahanap lang, hindi na mangungutang sa iba pa. Kung uutang man uutang siya sa mga members. Kung magbabayad ng government, pupunta sa mga members. So, we're looking in terms of mga 15% na additional yan. So, yan ang mga things on the table, which will be the source of additional income.
Hindi na mention.
We are thinking also about yung price-linked contribution. Later siguro, the President can discuss that further. Kung hindi, halimbawa niya matouch, because we will be touching on other things and we will be announcing it and we will be discussing it with you. Where we envision to have income of about 40 billion a year. Dun sa aming simulation. Pag na-i-implement na natin yan, we need the media, you, to help us in that activity dahil magiging malaki ang mga criticisms natin dyan. Not because the merit is not on good basis, but because marami tayong mga sasagasaang vested interest dito sa programa natin. So marami pa na we are still nasa final stages na, but once we implement this, and I hope our officials are listening to us, sa likod na maingay, pwede bang pakinggan natin itong mga sinasabi ng ating mga media because sila ang nakakaalam sa pulso ng bayan. But if you are there talking about many things, how will you learn from the people, from the feedback of the people? So, ko na lang, yung mga kasama natin dyan. Please listen, because this is not just a press conference. This is one way of brainstorming with the public. Kayo yung representative eh. Kaya ako very sensitive when you talk because you are the public and you are our boss, you servant. Pero narinig natin yung boss ng araw. So please, listen to the media. Maski you are tired of my voice, but never be tired of the voices of the media. Kaya nitong kaibigan ko, kasama ko sa biro ito.
Si Henry.
Question,
Last question na po, si Mr. Henry.
Henry.
Good afternoon, sir. It's something to do with investment, but my question is for Commissioner Viña. Commissioner, I've heard that you're investigating itong tungkol sa investment ng SSS. Para po sa mga nakikinig at nanonood, bakit ninyo ito ini-investigahan? May pera bang mula sa mga miyembro na namimiligro dito po sa issue nito?
Talaga, Henry, ha? Sumuso ka. Marami ka sigurong kaibigan dyan sa Malacanang. Kahit nalaman mo. You know, Henry, I'm not planning to discuss that here today. No? It's a happy occasion, 60th anniversary ng SSS. Pero, turo ng nanay ko, wag sinungaling. Kasi ang pagsisungaling daw, diba, ay kapatid ng kami. Since tinanong mo na yan, sagutin ko yung tanong mo, Henry. Yes, Henry, it is true. And I will ask paumanhin sa mga kasama ko dito sa komisyon kasi I'm speaking now in my own personal capacity
as chairman of the Investment Oversight Committee. Hindi pa nila nabasa lahat. Yung report ko, yung iba na. But since you've asked me that question, I will answer it. Yes, I am investigating corruption here at the SSS. Corruption at the highest level of management. Hindi sa commissioner, hindi sa presidente, hindi sa chairman. This corruption has something to do with our investment. Okay? It's the worst corruption you can think of. Ayaw ko munang sabihin kasi meron pa akong hinihintay ng mga dokumento. Alam kong nagpupura na sila ng mga dokumento, hindi nila alam na may kopya na. But let me tell you what I can announce so far. The ones that we have documents to prove it, to prove. There are people, employees here in the SSS, handling our stocks trading, tawag ng equities. Okay? Trillions yan. Binibigay namin sa mga stockbroker. Kasi SSS is one of the biggest investors in equities. Itong mga empleyado na to, ginagamit din nila yung mga SSS brokers, yung accredited brokers ng SSS, para sa kanilang personal na trading. Henry, under our rules here, under Corrupt Practices Law of the Republic of the Philippines, that is a clear conflict of interest. Okay? Yun, may dokumento na kami. But of course, these are still allegations at this point, di ba? It has to go through due process. At depende yan sa commission, anong action nila. But that is just the tip of the iceberg. And what even makes it worse, Henry, in this era of President Duterte, yung hinihingi ko yung mga dokumento, yung ibang dokumento ayaw pa ibigay. Iniipit pa. Ang daming excuse, privacy, whatever, di ba? Anong privacy na komisyon kami dito? We were put here by the President to watch over the funds. Hindi ko muna banggitin yung mga pangalan, because siguro naawala ako dahil anniversary ng SSS ngayon. Bigla pa yung tatalon sa pinigin ko. Pero some of them are here. Henry. And they know what they did. They know what they did. And if they have any decency, they should resign. Okay? So I get into trouble, it's because of you. You're still my friend.
Pero sir, dahil pera ng miyembro ang pinag-uusapan natin dito, mahalagang malaman kung ano nangyayari dito sa institusyon. Magkano pinag-uusapan natin pondo at kasama ba ito sa unang-unang marching order sa inyo ng Pangulo, considering the fact that you were the social media director of President Dooc during the campaign period and one of his trusted men here in SSS?
Well, Henry, alam naman natin, the root of our problem in the Philippines is corruption. The drug problem is about corruption. If you don't have mayors, governors, even some scallywag, kung tawag ni Bato, General Bato Scallywag, policemen, hindi corrupt. Tapos na yung drug problem. Poverty is about corruption. Itong problema natin sa peace, NPA, MILF, NLF, this is about corruption. Alam mo naman, everyday yun ang sinasabi ng Presidente. He doesn't have to give us marching orders. But to clarify at to be fair naman, hindi nagkakanaw yung pera ng SSS. Okay? Yung $500 billion, hindi yan nagkakanaw, it's there. But there is a conflict of interest, Henry. When the person investing these funds for SSS is also using the same broker for his or personal account. Kasi magkakaroon siya ng special privileges, diba? For example, IPO, short supply. Siyempre, pipiliin ng mga brokers, sino yung favorite nila. So yung judgments nila ngayon are colored. Hindi na equal, hindi na pantay na ang stockbroker. Ito, iisipin nila ito, Ayaw ko lang muna sabihin baka burahin yung dokumento Bibigay sa akin ng ganyan, therefore ipipayment ko siya. So in that sense, the performance of the fund could be affected. Pero ibig sabihin may nagnakaw ng pera o ano. Wala naman. To be fair, totally fair.
So, linawin lang natin sa mga membro, walang nawawalang pera na involved sa corruption.
Walang nawawalang pera na involved sa corruption.
It's a matter of conflict of interest.
Conflict of interest and judgment clouded, which means if the judgment were objective, maybe the performance of the investment would be better. Remember, we are managing, I am head of the Investment Oversight Committee, that's 500 billion pesos. Ganun kayaman ang magagawang Pilipino kung ipagsama lahat yan. So if your return suffers by only 1%, that is 5 billion a year.
Last question. If they are not going to resign, are you planning to file a case against those persons?
That is not my decision alone. We have due process here in the commission. It will go through the due process for the sake of fairness, but definitely I will push that they be removed here from SSS. But I'm saying if they have any decency, they should resign. And in fact, I have recommended to the commission that we also study if this can be brought to the ombudsman and other possible outlets that we can see where really the truth is. But these people know the truth. You know, the documents that we have are documents that they themselves signed, that they engaged in that trading. Pirma nila mismo, kasi dito pinapadeclare namin na pag mag-trade ka, humingi ka ng approval dun sa material mo, nagpipirma sila. So lang namin, hindi invento yan. Sila mismo nagsasabi.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Henry, and we commend the Commissioner for that. Just want to point out, because we are all transparent here, yung sinabi ni Commissioner Viña na no single cent of our funds are taxed. It's only, it's not only, it's conflict of interest. Pangatlo, will follow due process. Pangapat, if there are those who are liable here on the conflict of interest, itong mga tao natin dito as well as the brokers involved. The brokers involved will be unmasked because they don't have any business dealing with SSS. They will be unmasked. And I think the greater news here is people who we believe are of good reputation in business. They are the ones trying to corrupt our people. Hindi yung SSS, but people from the outside. Kaya when we file cases, sasama ko natin dyan. And these people, at one time or another, I don't want to say this thing, they may want to come back here. Kaya it's very, very unfortunate. Nakita ko yung report ni Commissioner, hindi pa natin discuss but it's good because we are starting the first 60 years and we need to cleanse our land. So we have that we have to face it, whether it's good or bad picture, we have to face it because this kind of acceptance of reality will make us work for the better. So we don't want to be in self-denial here. We have to accept the reality, but this is the meaning of having anniversaries. Di ba, Fred? The meaning of having anniversaries is to look at yourself for the last 60 years. Ano ba ang mga inadequacies mo? Try to repair it, and we have that courage, moral courage to do it. But of course, sabi nga ni Commissioner Viña, due process. Due process, and I agree with that. Alam naman ni Fred Gabot when we trying to cleanse PLN, di ba, Fred? Put my neck on the ground. He is a witness of the Professor Fred. So now, all institutions have their own reasons to face the music. If the music is bad, the music is good, you must have the courage. So the commissioners should have the courage to face this music. Otherwise, we don't have any business staying here. There are no sacred cows, whether in SSS or outside SSS. Those who are complicit with this, who are living outside the SSS, if they're involved, if we get the smoking gun, they can run, but they cannot.
With that, we close this press briefing. See you later for Bumpus Art and Hall with the arrival of President Duterte. Yung kung gusto mag-ambush interview, you can approach Chairman Valdez and PCO Dooc. Yung media affairs, office ng Malacanang, journal, any last minute instructions. With that, maraming salamat